so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. Master Samanaka waited. If you can tell yourself the truth, from the very time Master Samanaka announced the Biafran government in exile, it took almost a year. Almost a year. Waiting for them. They had nothing to offer. We didn't see them do anything. We didn't see any movement they made. Either diplomatic movement or whatever. They never did anything. They were just dormant. Even within that period, while they were playing around and being dormant and focusing on election, some other group emerged and began to form their own Biafran government in exile. It was still Mazi Samuel that came out to destroy that very group and told that group that they are not for Biafrans. That the main Biafran government in exile will speak, that they already have a prime minister. Mazi Samuel told us, but he waited. We waited. He waited. These people could not do anything. Instead, they were busy preparing P2B. They were busy interacting with government. They were busy telling Mazi Samuel, slow down. And Mazi Samuel, as he has told you, Mazi Samuel have told you that he has not come to fight for Biafra struggle for forever. He gave himself a challenge of 5 years. That is somebody that has a target. He has a target and he knows what to do. He has said it to all that he gave himself 5 years. Within that 5 years, something must happen. And you are there delaying him. You have wasted almost a year already. Without doing anything. When Mazi Simon saw that these people are not capable, just like they were not capable while Mazi Nanikan was around. When Mazi Nanikan was around, these same people were there, but they were not capable. And I can bet you, if we had a working Biafran government in exile and Mazi Nanikan was kidnapped, it would have been a different ballgame. It would have been a different ballgame. Many diplomatic moves would have been made at that very initial stage. We will not be talking the way we are talking today. Then how can you tell me you have Biafran government in exile then? Mazi Nanikan was kidnapped. You lost your balance. You didn't have any. One of them who was talking on that very voice message they sent was saying that when Mazi Nanikan was kidnapped, they were trying to contact the Department of Saboteur. That they were trying to contact the Department of Saboteur, and the Department of Saboteur was not responding to them, and now they began to turn to Mazi Samuel. That means you don't know what you are doing. You are a prime minister of Biafran government. You are looking for permission to do your job, and you are bold to say it in a voice message assembly. You should be ashamed of yourself. When you listen to their argument, you see that these people are not qualified in any way to be anywhere near anything called struggle. These were what Mazi Simon saw. After he saw that these people are not capable, Mazi Simon dissolved them and established a new Biafran Republic government in exile. And Biafrans came together, conducted an election, and vote was cast. In that vote, the Biafran people chose Mazi Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra, to hold that post of Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile. And Mazi Simon Ekpa took that responsibility, not minding how tedious it is, not minding how double responsibility it is for him. He took it up. And I can bet you, from that very day Mazi Simon Ekpa made his speech as the Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile, from that very day up to today, there has been a lot of work done. You see some of them, their common language, they come and tell you that we are doing something on the ground. We are doing something on the ground. We are doing something. You are doing something on the ground for how many years? And you cannot show us anything. We can't see anything that you brought up on the ground. That is their common language. The Department of Saboteur will come and say they are doing something on the ground. These ones will say they are doing something on the ground. Meanwhile, we, the followers who are listening to you, cannot see the trace of anything you are doing. It's just like those who were saying they were working with the politicians, the political solution. When the Department of Saboteur was presenting political solution, They were fighting our spokesperson and the new Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile. They were fighting him. They were fighting with him. That you should allow the political solution to take place. And we told them there is nothing like political solution. It's a scam. There is no plan for such a thing. Even when the Attorney General came out and said that there is nothing like that at the table, they continue to deceive themselves. They continue to preach that deceit for themselves. And people were listening to that deceit. People were still listening to that deceit. That is the most painful one of it. The most painful aspect that people were still listening to that very deceit. Until when it became clear to everybody that there is nothing like that on the table. Just as the Attorney General have said. And they couldn't still hide themselves in shame. They still come out. Some of them still come out today to talk rubbish from right, left, and center. But I tell you, in the state that we are today, we can see things happening. Within the space of few months, that we have a new Prime Minister of Biafran Republic government in exile, you can see a lot of achievement. And some of those achievements is what is getting them mad. At least, we have opened emissaries in so many countries. Which was what they have supposed to do. They would have done long time ago. They couldn't do it. Today, we are opening emissaries in many countries with immediate effect. Starting from the headquarters in the United States. You saw it. And when Mazi Simon Ekpa announced it and gave the address, all hell break loose. Propaganda right, left, and center. Some people went to the extent of going that very place to take a video just to prove that Mazi Simon Ekpa wasn't doing anything. But at the end of the day, what do we see? What did we see? The next thing we saw was the flag of Biafra flying on the same building where they went to scam themselves. It became a promotion. And very soon, activities will start on that headquarters. Activities will start. And still yet, they cannot relax. After all those lies, the funny thing is that you can't shame the shameless. That is the most painful thing. People who are shameless, how can you shame them? If not, after those lies they have told, I didn't know that they can still be bold enough to come out in the public and speak. I never believed that any one of them will still be bold to come online and open his or her mouth to talk. But they didn't stop. They are still parading themselves. I saw another video where they were showing themselves that they were moving a convoy, they were moving out from whatever, they made a speech on whatever drama they were acting. They were putting us on drama on video, they were circulating. Yeah, this is their main office, this is the main original, and this one. Sorry. The boat have left you. The boat have left you. If you like, go and hire the whole houses. Go and hire White House in US. Go and hire White House. Put people there. Put flags there. Put people there. Go and hire White House. If you like, go and do so. You cannot change anything. We have crossed that stage. Mazi Simon Ekpa is far ahead of you. Very far ahead of you. You said you inaugurated your own office. Inauguration, we only saw 2 cars drove away from that place. And you gave us some few pictures that we didn't see any video where a speech was made. We didn't see any video where a speech was made or where a pronunciation was made. There was nothing of such. All you did was to give pictures and the cars that were driving out from the very area, from that place they reached outside and they parked. And they called it convoy. 2 cars with siren. And what does that got to do with Biafra? And some of them were claiming that they say that all this while they have been there, but they told them to be secret. They are not supposed to be seen. We are mad. These are the lies they have been telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the clowns who has been holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, cages him not to move forward. These are the people who make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come online on daily basis to cry for 100 men. These are the people. They have been there claiming to be Biafran government in exile, but they were not doing anything. They were only distracting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You call yourself Biafran government in exile, yet you are there. These are the group that were collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for lobby.
This same group, they were the people who were going to Mazen Nandekano to collect hundreds of thousands of dollars to lobby monthly. They said they were lobbying this, they were lobbying that. Meanwhile, they were doing nothing. There was nothing going on anyway. There was nothing going on anyway. And they are the people who have stood ground. Everything that was supposed to get Biafra, Mazen Nandekano put it in place. He planned it the way it's supposed to be. He put it in place. This Biafran government in exile was one of the strongest keys you are supposed to use if you're serious. But they played with it. They said they are putting it on the ground. Hide it on the ground for what? Why are you hiding it? You don't want to show your face. You don't want people to know you. And you claim you are fighting for a country. You don't want people to know whom you are. You don't want to show your face. You don't want anybody. How can you now go and when you cannot be bold enough, you cannot be bold enough to present yourself, how can you then now fight for a nation? Are you fighting for an invisible nation? These are the lies they preached, and they caged Mazen Nandekano and continue to collect money from him in the name of lobbying without achieving anything. But today, within the space of some few months, within the space of a shorter space of time, the new Prime Minister on Biafran government in exile have been able to make contact with some governments of the world, important governments of the world. He has been able to have meetings, different meetings. You had him when he posted on Twitter. It is not a joke. You saw him tweeting it. The meetings he has attended, All this while, those who claim to have Biafran government in exile, have you ever come online one day and you see their update? Even though they don't show their face, they don't show their names, we don't know whom they are. At least have a platform where you give updates. This is what you are doing. This is what you did. This is what you did. We never saw that. It is only now that we have a responsible person in charge. Our new Prime Minister of Biafran Republic of Indonesia, Mazi Samanekpa. Only now that we saw a responsible person who can do things and tell you what he is doing time and time again. Every one of them rose up. They have seen that the train have led the station, and those money they have been stealing from IPOB as in the name of lobbying, they can't take it anymore. That is why all hell break loose. Now they are thinking that the same way they were stealing from IPOB, they thought that that is what Mazi Samanekpa have come to do. That is why you see them, they are restless. That is why you see them, they are pushing on of propaganda. That's why you see them saying that they will do everything possible to make sure they distract Mazi Samanekpa. Every one of us, somewhere Mazen Nandekano came online, he was mentioning the amount that IPOB is paying for lobbying in the United States. Hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly. It is these clowns, we are the people who are taking this money and sharing among themselves. Deceiving Mazen Nandekano on a daily basis. And this was why Mazen Nandekano was crying. Crying and crying, say, are there not men anymore in Biafra land? Today, the new dawn, the new sheriff is in town. A man who says a thing and he will show it to you. You will see it happening. You will see it happening. Within the shortest space of time, you have seen things. If you are not following Mazi Samanekpa on Twitter, go and follow him on Twitter. You will see update of every of his movement. Every meeting he's holding, you will see the update. How he's holding meeting. People he's contacting. The ones you're supposed to, there are some serious ones, there are some serious intelligence and secret meetings that he doesn't talk about. But he will tell you the ones you're supposed to know. Go to his Twitter account, he will see it. Update and update. At the same time, he responds to everything that happened in Biafra land against the Biafra people in that Zoleta Republic. And today, the only people that the media respond to today is the autocrated IPOB under the leadership of Mazen Nandekano and spokesperson, Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, Mazi Samanekpa. These are the only people that the media represent. Anytime our Prime Minister speak, they respond. You heard when he gave the warning about the coming of Gowon. He gave the warning about the coming of Gowon in Biafra land. And the media carried it. They spoke about it. The media carried it. They spoke about it. In several other occasions, when Buhari himself made a comment of apology, he spoke about it, and the media attended to it. Is that not enough to tell you that somebody is doing something somewhere? And all those ones are just there, blackmailing, running helter-skelter, lying to themselves. You cannot stop whom Chukwuka have chosen. Not just that you come and choose him, he's more than qualified for the job, and he's doing what he has to do. He has a roadmap, and he has told you in 2023 that Biafra must come. That is the challenge he has given himself. That is how to know a leader. You pick up a challenge and pursue that challenge. It doesn't matter whether you get it or you don't get it. Make a milestone for yourself. Give yourself a challenge. That is what Master Michael did. He gave himself a challenge that this year it must come, and he is working tirelessly. Every minute he's on a meeting. Every minute he's doing something. Every minute he's doing something to make sure that he pursued that challenge he gave to himself. That is how to fight. That is how to look for an issue. That is how to pursue something legitimately. But those of them who are busy talking, you don't have a roadmap. You don't have a target on what you don't have a target. All you know is you continue to agitate forever. And you see Mazi Simon within this short space of time, from when Mazi Nanikano was kidnapped, it's almost 2 years. Mazi Simon have ended everything that has to do with agitation. No more agitation. We are now in restoration. The restoration language is what we speak. Restoration language is what we speak. And the zoo themselves are hearing it clear, loud and clear. We have preached the gospel. We have spoken enough online. And today, it is engagement. We're in the face of engagement. And that is why the Biafran Republic government in exile is very, very essential. Because you cannot go and talk to any government as an organization. And every one of them know that. That is the funniest thing. Even these people who are claiming to be there for a long time, who claim that they were there when the Biafran government in exile was formed. They say they were the one who formed the Biafran government. They know very well, they say it in their mouth, that there are doors you cannot open as an organization. It must be as a government. They know all these things very well. And they continue to remain hidden all this time. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything. They knew all these things all this while, and they couldn't make any move. They didn't make any diplomatic move. I bet you, if Mazi Simon Ekpa that we know today, if Mazi Simon Ekpa was running something like this, Biafra Republic government in exile before the crime of Mazi Nanikano will not be in detention today. Mazi Nanikano will not be in the hand of the zoo up till now. It will not happen. It will not happen. With the kind of diplomatic moves that he's making today, if he had been in charge of this very thing before now, there's no need we lying to ourselves. Why are you being a distractor? A job was given to you, you are not capable to do it, you don't know what to do, you don't know your left and right. The funniest thing is that when you see them telling you we are doing something on the ground, people are not supposed to know about you. How can you be going as a government to speak to the government and people who don't want to know about you? How can you be hiding your identity and you call yourself a leader or a prime minister or Biafran government in exile? No Biafrans know your identity. No Biafran knows your name. They don't know whom you are. You only exist in your own imagination. You exist in your own imagination. And you said you are doing, what are you doing on the ground? What nonsense are you doing on the ground? What's that? And you still have the courage. You still have the courage to come out and talk and say that you were there. That it was you that formed it. Your own was there. Your own is original. Original, my food. The same way we disbanded the Department of Sabotua. The same way the Department of Sabotua was sacked by the Biafran people. That is the same way you have been disbanded completely. That is the same way you have been wiped away completely, and there's nothing like you. This noise they're making, you only make the noise for 1 week, and that is it. Our spokesperson, the new Biafra Republic Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, he has said it time and time again that he will be your end. And he is definitely going to be the end of all these shenanigans, all these impostors, all these distractors. Their end has come, and they has no choice. Whether you like it or you don't like it, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, you have no choice. You have no choice. The only thing you can do for yourself today is to take responsibility for your actions. You have stolen enough from Biafran people already. You have taken enough from Biafran people. Begin to invest back what you have stolen from Biafran people back into the struggle. We are not telling you it's not mandatory that you must work with Master Simon. If you don't want to work with Master Simon, it's left for you. But move your own path. Move your own path and pursue the coming of Biafra in the best way you yourself can understand. That way you know you understand. The best way you can understand. Pursue the coming of Biafra in that way. But for you to still come and begin to distract Master Simon, begin to use Master Simon as your topic, begin to talk about, don't even mention Biafra government in exile in your mouth, because that one is a sign and seal deal. Now Biafrans know who is their prime minister. Every Biafran, the Zoological Republic know who is the prime minister of Biafran government in exile. That is how far it has gone. The Zoological Republic themselves today, they know that the prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile is Mazi Simon Ekpa. Our enemy knows that. The international community today, they know that already. And they are attending to him. Governments are speaking to him. So stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your energy. Better channel that your energy to somewhere else. Better channel your energy to somewhere else. Maybe somehow Chukwu Okekaibe might show you mercy. Because at the stage that you are today, Mazen Nannekara made that prayer and they said, any one of you that turn against Biafra,